Graduated from Rowan University in the spring of 2022 with a sports communication and media degree. I got to actually call minor league baseball and G League basketball games while I was in school. And then I graduated, and as soon as I graduated, I went to NFL Films in Mount Laurel, New Jersey. And as much as I loved that experience, I missed putting on the headsets. I decided, you know what, talk is cheap. I have a laptop that's in my house, and so 21 months later, here we are, still on YouTube, calling games and building an incredible, loving community on here with the people that I call my Philly freaks with a capital P and a capital H. We go live for every single Phillies, Sixers, and Eagles game, and we do it like old school radio play-by-play style. I'm Jason Joseph, and this is Play-by-Play with JJ.
Shoda swung on, barreled out to right field. Bye-bye baseball.
That baby is long gone.
What's going on, everybody? Hopefully you're all doing well and having yourselves a very fantastic day. My name is Jason Joseph. We are ready to rock and roll, baby. All right, we got the Brewers taking on the LA Dodgers. And so the Brewers are now out at Dodger Stadium. The Dodgers have taken the first two games of this series and are looking to try to take Game 3. Meanwhile, the Brewers, they have something else that they would like to try to say, but we'll see what they can do tonight against those Dodgers. All right, Churio will lead it off. Then you got Bryce Terang, William Contreras, Christian Yelich, Andrew Vaughn, Sal Frelick, Caleb Durbin, Jake Bowers, and Joey Ortiz in the lineup for the Milwaukee Brewers. We'll get to the umps in just a little bit, but there's Tyler Glassnow, who had a 4-3 record during the regular season, and he is currently on the hill as we speak in this moment in time. White and blue uniforms for the Dodgers. They got the blue undersleeves. And so we are ready to rock and roll. All right. Brewers are in their dark blue uniforms. Also have their white bottoms, their gray bottoms, I should say. Here we go. Here is the pitch, and that's in there for strike one. The ball is one strike in the pitch. There's a line drive diving catch by the third baseman, Max Muncy, and there's already out number one right there. So Churio lines out over to third. Hits sharply just right on the nose. It was a bullet to Muncy. And there's the first out of the inning. Let me know your final score predictions are down below. Please also say hello to the chat. Or in the chat. What's up, Brew Crew fan? How are you? Margie is here. Stir Show is here. What's going on, guys? One ball, no strikes in the 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss. JS is also here. Gilbert is here. What's up, guys? All right, so it's a 1-1 count to Bryce Terang. Again, Jackson Churio did line out to third. And here's a 1-1 pitch, and that is in there for strike two. That was a fastball. Contreras batting up next. Then you got Christian Yelich fourth. Andrew Vaughn fifth. Sal Frelick sixth. Caleb Durbin seventh. Bowers eighth. And Ortiz ninth. The next pitch swung on and missed. There's back-to-back strikeouts for Tyler Glassnow. So there's there's back-to-back outs. That's the first out. The first strikeout by Tyler Glassnow. Wow. Fumbling on the words today. Get to the defenses in just a little bit. Glassnow dominates the zone again with a fastball for strike one to William Contreras. Just hitting .222 during the postseason so far. The ball is one strike. Glassnow kicks and fires. That pitch is called a ball. Looked like it was a strike. Freeman is playing over at first. You got Edman at second, Muncy at third, Betts over at short. One ball, one strike. And the 1-1 offering misses outside for ball two. In right field, it's Teoscar Hernandez. Kike Hernandez is in left field. And Andy Pages is playing out in center. The 2-1 pitch. That is in the dirt for ball 3. Three balls, one strike. And the next pitch, it's high for ball 4. And so there is a 2-out walk issued to William Contreras. I'll put him on over at first base. Yelich is now going to come on up to the plate. So Tyler Glassnow, he is currently 32 years old. Had a birthday back in August. He's from Newhall, California. Right-handed pitcher. Kicks, deals. That pitch is called a strike. Okay. There we go. What I'll do is I'll turn this down a little bit. There we go. That's better. The ball is one strike to Christian Yelich. The stretch and the pitch. Foul ball. James Hoy is the home plate umpire. Vic Carapaz is at first. Chad Fairchild's at second. Mark Ripperger's the third base ump. And then out in left field, it's John Lipka. And Gabe Morales is in right field. 0-2 to Yelich. There's a bouncing ball hit over towards the left side of the mound, and no one's going to get there. Glassnow just eats it up. And that's an infield single for Christian Yelich. Stopping at second base is William Contreras. And so that's going to put runners on at first and second. And up to bat next will be Andrew Vaughn. So Contreras at second, Yelich over at first. Vaughn batting .190 during the postseason so far. Glassnow gets set at the letters, kicks, fires, and that pitch is called a strike. Tell you what, James Hoy's strike zone has been expanded, it seems. The ball is one strike to Andrew Vaughn. Here's the 0-1, swinging and a miss. A total of 16 pitches so far in this first inning for Tyler Glassnow. There's Dodgers fans waving the blue rally towels. 0-2 is the count. And the pitch. That misses outside for a ball. One ball, two strikes, two runners on, two outs. The 1-2 pitch, that's popped up foul and out of play. Who else do we got here in the chat? Champions is also here. What's going on? JJ just got done watching your press conference stream, and I'm just really frustrated that Dave and Rob. Oh, I'll get there. Haley's here. Haley says 4-3 Brewers. 1-2 pitch on the way. There's a ground ball chopped over towards the third base side. Muncy has it and just takes it to the bag himself for an unassisted fielder's choice. And the inning is over. We're going to go to the bottom of the first. No score between the Dodgers and the Brewers. LA is coming on up to the plate. For the Dodgers, they got Shohei Ohtani batting in the leadoff spot. Mookie Betts batting second. Will Smith third. Freddie Freeman fourth. Tommy Edman fifth. Teoscar Hernandez sixth. Max Muncy seventh. Eighth is Kike Hernandez. And ninth, of course, is Andy Pages. So it's Ohtani, Betts, Smith, Freeman, Edman, Hernandez. That's Teoscar Hernandez. Max Muncy, Kike Hernandez, and Andy Pages in the lineup for the LA Dodgers. Hit that thumbs up button, folks, and hit that subscribe button as well. And turn on those notification bell icons, too. and that way you will know when we do go live. The guy that's going to be on the mound tonight for the Milwaukee Brewers, he will be starting off the ball game, and that is Aaron Ashby. Ashby has this will be his second quote-unquote start of this series, so he's not expected to go too deep. He did pitch on Tuesday, the 14th, and also pitched on Monday as well, and went 1 inning on Monday, gave up 1 walk, and struck out 1 as well. So we'll see how he does. I think that that Pat Murphy has really liked to go to him early because of the whole Shohei Ohtani thing, the Shohei Ohtani matchup, that is. So we'll see how that works today and who is going to come on in the pitch on afterwards. As far as his stats do go during the postseason, 6 1/3 of an inning he's gone. He's surrendered 3 earned runs, 1 homer. That just dates back to the second game that he pitched in against the Chicago Cubs. He also struck out 6, or has struck out 6, I should say. And has a 4.26 ERA during the postseason so far. He's 27 years old, 6 feet tall, 188 pounds as well, from Kansas, Missouri. And he'll face the top of the order for the LA Dodgers when they start things off. Final score predictions and MVPs in the chat. Let me know down below. We got a 3-2 Brewers final score prediction. But yes. So, all right. So, all right. Yes. I went live earlier today for reacting to Rob Thompson and Dave Dombrowski's press conference. I will talk more about it for those of you that did miss it. But yes, it was quite something. Aaron Ashby is going to pitch, and the pitch is in there for strike 1. That was a sinker. Here's a slider that's taken for strike 2 to Shohei Ohtani. I have no clue how much money he's going to make, to be honest with you, JS. No clue. If you find out, let me know. The ball's 2 strikes. We're in the bottom of the first. Ashby gets set at the belt against Shohei Ohtani, and the next pitch is way outside for a ball. Ohtani is 5 for 34 in the postseason so far, with 2 homers and 6 RBI. 1-2 pitch, and he fouls that one off. He had a .282 average during the regular season with 55 home runs and 102 runs batted on in. 5 seconds left on the pitch clock. Ashby will get set and deal, and Ohtani's going to float this one down the right field line. That is a fair ball. That's going to go all the way over towards the corner. Ohtani's going to round second. He's hustling his way over to third base and gets on with a leadoff triple to start off the bottom of the first. So he is over at third base, standing up with a triple. Is able to bust one down that line and keep it fair. That is Ohtani's first triple that he has had in quite some time. The last time he tripled was against the Arizona Diamondbacks on September 24th. Here's Betts' pitch, and he's going to line one out to center field. That'll get down for a base hit. Ohtani will jog on home. The throw to second is not in time, and Mookie Betts starts off the party with a bang. It's an RBI double for Betts. Nothing LA. And now Will Smith comes on up to the plate. As Betts does lead off over at second. Smith is in the box, batting just .238 in the postseason so far. The first pitch is taken in the dirt for ball one. So the Dodgers able to get the lead early on. They lead the series 2-0. Smith batting .238 during the postseason, just 2 RBI. Here's the 1-0 pitch from Ashby, and that is down and in for a ball. A lot of the pitches so far from Aaron are flat. Betts has 26 doubles in postseason history, and that's behind Bernie Williams with 29 and Derek Jeter with 32. Very impressive. The 2-0 delivery, that's down again for ball three. Thing was just heading down to the dirt. Three balls, no strikes. And the next pitch, well, he finally gets the call there. That's a strike. It catches the inside corner. As far as the defense does go for the Milwaukee Brewers, they got Caleb Durbin at third, Joey Ortiz at short, Andrew Vaughn over at first, and Bryce Terang at second. Next pitch, that's a foul ball. In the outfield, Jackson Churio is out in right. In center, it's Sal Frelick. And the left fielder, of course, is Jake Bowers. So no Perkins. 3 balls, 2 strikes. And the next pitch, here it comes. Strike 3 called at the knees. After being down in the count 3-0, Aaron Ashby able to battle back and strike Will Smith out looking. Up next is Freddie Freeman. Freddie comes on up to the plate. Again, 1-0 LA thanks to an RBI double from Mookie Betts. Ohtani led off the inning with a triple, and he just scored. Freeman batting .242 during this season's postseason. It's 1 ball, no strikes. Ashby looks back at second. Now stares back at the plate. Stares back at second again. Fakes a throw to Betts. And he'll reset. It's pretty sunny out in L.A. Temperature, get you that in just a second, 78 degrees. 1-0 pitch, and this is outside for ball 2. Two balls, no strikes. The next pitch is down in the way for ball 3. Betts was out of the picture for a sec, but he steps back in. I didn't know if he was going to go or not. That's 2 batters in a row where Ashby has fallen behind 3-0. 5 seconds left on the pitch clock. Ashby's 3-0 pitch, and that's a 4-pitch walk. That misses downstairs for ball 4. And that'll bring Tommy Edman on up to the plate. Was still 1 out. And Pat Murphy, just like that, is going to make a move. And he is going to go to his quote-unquote starting pitcher. So Murphy says goodbye to Aaron Ashby. Took him just a total of 16 pitches for him to get the out there. And so we have ourselves a pitching change. And coming on in for the Milwaukee Brewers will be Jacob Mizorowski. So Miz is going to step on in for the Brewers. 1 inning, 16 pitches. And that is it for him. Ridge Runner says 4-2. Any more final score predictions? Minister of Malachi says 3-2. Let's go. Nice. Very nice. What's up, George? How are you, my friend? What's up, Jason? Brew Crew says I'm going to go 7-2 Dodgers. Where's Woodruff? Brandon Woodruff is not on the roster, my friend. Brandon Woodruff is not on the roster. He's not here. Can I take a message, though? Let's go, Brewers. I did say 4-2 Brewers. Not going to happen, I'm afraid, says Ridge Runners. I feel you. Stir Show is going to go 8-2. 8-2 Milwaukee or 8-2 Dodgers. And also, who are your standout players today? I think I'm going to go with Shohei Ohtani today for the Dodgers. My final score prediction for the Dodgers is also 8-2. I just have a gut feeling that they're going to get to Miz. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Ew. So don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and turn on the bell icons too. Sturz is 8-2 Dodgers. Gotcha. Miz in the postseason, 7 innings, 1 earned run, 4 hits, 2 walks, and 7 strikeouts. He had 87 strikeouts during the regular season and 66 innings of work. Here's Tommy Edman batting on the left side. Edman stares at a pitch at 102 miles per hour. It's in there for strike 1. I'm just curious as to why they decided not to start him. The ball is 1 strike. Miz gets set and fires. And that 0-1 pitch is in there for strike 2 at 102 again. He's coming out there firing gas. Milwaukee's money line right now is at plus 280. The Dodgers, they're at minus 450. Again, you're going to see a lot of shadows today. The ball is 2 strikes. 8 seconds left on the pitch clock. Here's the 0-2 to Tommy. That fastball misses down for a ball. I'm going to go Tommy Edman and Freddie Freeman. Let's go. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Miz gets set above the belt. And the 1-2, another foul ball. 4 straight fastballs at 102. LA isn't going to lose in the playoffs the rest of the way. Best team I've seen on the field besides an all-star game. I'm 47. It's crazy. It's crazy, man. TSWM, thanks so much for being on here. It's also 2 balls, 2 strikes to Tommy Edman. 3 seconds left on the pitch clock. The 2-2 pitch, swing and a miss. You got a curveball there that came twirling way inside. And Tommy Edman is down on strikes. There's 2 away. Ooh, boy. Man. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe. It should be plus 28,000 Milwaukee. I feel you. 2 strikeouts in this inning for Brewers pitching. The toss back over to second, and that was not even close. Terang did make the catch, but he wasn't even covering the bag. The pitch to Teoscar. That's in there for a strike. Didn't want to trip over that cord there. Didn't realize I was tangled. No balls. 1 strike to Teoscar. And here's the 0-1. That's a foul ball. Are the Dodgers going to lose another game? If they end up winning tonight, are the Dodgers going to lose another game? No balls. 2 strikes. Teoscar in the box. Betts over at second. Over at first base, it's Freeman. Here's the 0-2 on the way. Strike 3 called right down the middle at 1-0 again. And the inning is over. Back-to-back strikeouts for Miz. And we'll be right back in just a few seconds, I promise. I just got to take care of something really quickly. All right, we are going to the top of the second inning. Really what's happened so far is Shohei Ohtani had a leadoff triple off of Aaron Ashby. And Mookie Betts ended up reeling him in with an RBI double. That's all the offense that the Dodgers were able to provide in that bottom of the first inning. Miz did throw 9 pitches. However, Aaron Ashby threw 16 and had a 50-50 strike-to-ball ratio. So, all right. 9 pitches for Miz. And going back out there for the second inning is going to be Tyler Glassnow. And his 20th pitch is down for a ball. Sal is up. That's Sal Frelick. Heading the count 1-0. And on the very next pitch, he flies this one out towards shallow left field. Betts gets under it, makes the catch. And there's the first out. That pitch was way up high. So there's one gone. Here's Caleb Durbin, and he stares at the fastball at 96. Right down the hatch. Ridge Runner says yes, they will, going back to if the Dodgers lose another game because the Blue Jays are better than the Dodgers. What about the Mariners? The ball is 1 strike in the next pitch, and that's taken inside for a ball. If the Mariners do make it to the World Series, will they beat the Dodgers 1 game? 1 ball, 1 strike, and the pitch. And that is taken down for ball 2. That's also assuming that the Dodgers would win tomorrow. 2-1 offering. That fastball is in there on the outside edge for strike 2. It is 78 degrees out at Dodger Stadium. 2-2 pitch. A breaking ball that misses outside for ball 3. The dimensions of the field: left field is 330 feet, medium left center is 360, true left center is 375, center field is 395. 3-2 pitch, and there's a line drive hit out to left field. That's going to get past the dive of Hernandez and go all the way towards that Bank of America sign. Rounding second, going to third. The throw is not in time. Caleb Durbin answers back with a triple of his own. So he will stay over at third base. The bench coach is thinking about challenging this and going over to the phones. I think he got in there in plenty of time. No reason for Kike to dive there. And a good swipe by Caleb Durbin as he takes advantage of that. So the tying run is over at third. And up to bat now is Jake Bauers. Glassnow kicks and deals, and the pitch is down and in for a ball. True center field is 400 feet. True right center is 375. Medium right center 360. And right field is 330. Those are the dimensions of the stadium. The 1-0 pitch. That was a nice curveball that's taken at the knees for a strike. The throw was made back over towards the mound, and then it bounced off of Glassnow's glove, went over to Muncy, and that could have been bad. Didn't bounce too far away for the runner from third to come on home. 1 ball, 1 strike. The pitch. Down and in for ball 2. Mariners are a tough team. I agree. 2 balls, 1 strike, and the next pitch is a fastball down the hatch for strike 2. It is ruled as a triple for now. It is ruled as a triple. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Glassnow kicks, fires the pitch, and there's a ground ball up the middle for a base hit, and we are tied at 1 apiece. A punch up the middle by Jake Bauers. And that'll even the ball game. Here comes Joey Ortiz as he steps inside. The toss back over to first is not in time. We are tied 1-1 in the top of the second. The Dodgers took the lead in the bottom of the first on an RBI double by Mookie Betts after Ohtani tripled. Ortiz looks at a ball that's just a hair downstairs. In the top of the second, Caleb Durbin tripled, and Jake Bauers reeled him in on an RBI single. There's the 1-0 pitch, swing and a miss. The toss over to second base, and that is not in time. The throw was a little bit wide by Will Smith. Wanted to get Edman on that left side, and he did, but it was just a little bit too far to the left. And over at second, of course, is Jake Bauers. Edman sort of had to dive for that ball, so that's how far to the left it was. One ball, one strike to Joey Ortiz. Glassnow comes set and fires. And the pitch is outside for ball 2. Base runners are 16 for 16 on stolen base attempts since July 2024 against Glassnow, if you can believe that. 2-1 pitch. That fastball is in there on the outside edge for strike 2. It's because of his delivery, of course, to home plate, but still. So Bowers at second. Ortiz is up at the plate. And the next pitch, the toss back to second. That's wide. And that's going to go all the way to center field. And going over to third base is Bowers. The Dodgers are making mistakes. And the Brewers trying to capitalize there. I mean, that bounced off the glove of Tommy Edman. A bad throw by Tyler Glassnow, and Dave Roberts does shake his head. The infield is now playing in over on the grass. So an E1. 2-2 on the way. Ground ball hit over towards the third baseman. The throw to home plate, and he is out. Jake Bowers, after all that, he is out at the plate. That was a really nice play by Max Muncy. He was able to slide. He got up and threw a strike to home plate to get the fielder's choice out. That was a smooth play by Max. So there is out number 2. Really good play by Muncy. So now Jackson Chourio steps into the box. And Chourio lines one out to right field, but that's right at Teoscar Hernandez. And a line out ends the inning. However, the Brewers do tie it up on an RBI single by Jake Bowers. We're going to go to the bottom of the second. We're tied 1-1. Muncy, Hernandez, and Pages are all due one up. Okay. Mariners are a tough team. Yeah. So look, before I did a reaction to the Phillies press conference, we saw what Dave Dombrowski and Rob Thompson said. I didn't post a reaction afterwards because honestly I needed to sleep, and I've been not really getting a lot of that lately. So I would have posted more content about it. Posted like an after post game video or after press conference video, but I decided not to do it. And maybe we'll do one tomorrow, but I wanted to react to it live. Wanted to hear what they had to say. I would have just watched it myself, so that's why I did it live. And yeah, overall, my thoughts about it. It is what it is. Disappointing. They're running it back, and I don't feel good about that. Running everything back. I just don't. All right. We are going to the bottom of the second inning. It'll be Muncy, Kike, and Pages that are all due up for the Dodgers. My final score prediction was 8-2. Man. I love baseball, don't get me wrong. And I love how our season has gone. But I'm ready for it to be done just from a performance perspective. I love being on here. I really do. But just taking a break from baseball. This is our home stretch, man. This is our home stretch. Got a little bit over a week left. Next week, we're going to get down to just one game. That'll be cool. And yeah. Bottom of the second, we are tied 1-1. Miz is going back out there for the Brewers. Muncy steps on up to the plate. Blue batting gloves for him. Bottom of the second, and the pitch to Muncy. That slider is in there for strike one. That was at 95 miles per hour. The ball is one strike. The pitch. That's low. Seems like a lot of the sunshine is towards the infield and the outfield, but there's some shadows right in the box. 1-1 pitch. That's way inside for ball two. Two and one is the count to Max Muncy. He made an excellent play to save a run in that second inning. 2-1 pitch. He goes around after a pitch that looked a little bit inside, but he definitely checked his swing. Guys, we are 30 subscribers away from 8,100. Make sure you hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Muncy in the box. Do like an old school radio play-by-play style. Please tell your friends about this as well. The 2-2. High for ball 3. We got the Blue Jays and the Mariners on tonight at 8:33. Of course, once that game does start, we'll have a little Diamond Zone edition up until this Dodgers game is done, and then we'll head on over to our very next stream to finish the other game out. Next pitch. There's a ground ball hit towards the second baseman, Terang. Plays it on the hop, throws it over to first. And there is out number 1. Kike Hernandez, waves the bat. And the first pitch, he swings and misses at a pitch at 101. It's just ridiculous the way that he's throwing this fastball. The ball is 1 strike, and the 0-1 swing and a miss. Another filthy slider thrown to Kike Hernandez. Dodgers lead the series 2-0 here in the NLCS. The stretch and the 0-2. That's a foul ball. Actually delivered from the windup there, because there's nobody on. Andy Pages waits in the on-deck circle. No balls, 2 strikes. The 0-2 pitch, and he will come up to the plate. Now as Kike Hernandez strikes out, swinging again on the slider. And there's 2 away. Got him. So 2 gone. That's the 3rd strikeout, by the way, for Miz. How many strikeouts do you guys think he's gonna get? I'm gonna go 10 strikeouts because of the shadows. I'll go 10. I think I was wrong about this game. Here's a fastball at 102 that's in there for strike 1. I'm gonna go 10 strikeouts for Miz. He has 20 pitches. Pages batting less than 100 during the postseason. 0-1 pitch. He fouls it off. Andy, though, did have that RBI double. That was a big difference back in Milwaukee in Game 2. 0-2 pitch, fly ball, hit out over towards the right field corner, and that ball is going to be foul. We're seeing Jackson out in right field. No balls, 2 strikes. 2 away. O2 pitch. That fastball was at 103, and Pa has still caught up to it and fouled it away. Blue Jays plan to remove Anthony Santander from the postseason roster, pending MLB approval. If approved, it would end Santander's playoffs. 0-2 pitch. There is a line drive down that third base line. Third baseman gets over to it, though. Throws it over to first, and Pages beats out the throw. They played him right on the line. And that's an infield single, and that is the third hit of the ball game for the Dodgers. That report, by the way, is from Mitch Bannon from the New York Times. Here comes Ohtani to the plate. White batting gloves for him, and he takes a slider way inside for ball 1. Ohtani tripled and scored a run. 5 seconds left on the pitch clock. And the 1-0 pitch to Shohei. Ground ball towards the right side. Second baseman Terang picks it up, throws it over to first. And the inning is over. The side is retired. We played 2 frames, and we're going to go to the top of the third. Be right back. Don't go anywhere. All right, we are going to the top of the third inning. We are tied 1-1 out at Dodger Stadium. And so we'll see how the Brewers do in this inning. Bryce Terang will lead it off. It'll be 2, 3, and 4 due up in the lineup for the Brew Crew. One run on 3 hits for each team so far. Tell you, the Dodgers in their very last game that they played against the Brewers, they ended up winning 5-1. Yamamoto won a complete game. Only gave up 1 earned run, 3 hits, and he struck out 7. He looked absolutely magnificent in that game. Glassnow trying to pick up right where he left off as the pitch is taken for a strike to Bryce Terang. Shadows are going to be a factor today. We've talked about it a couple of times. 0-1 pitch, and that misses outside for a ball. Especially towards that third base side. 1 ball, 1 strike, and the pitch. That's a curveball that swung on and missed. It was in the dirt. One and 2 is the count. 5 seconds left on the pitch clock. And the pitch. Again, another foul ball towards the right side. That was Yamamoto's second win of the postseason. He outdueled Freddie Peralta, who's 1 and 2. Speaking of 1-2, the 1-2 pitch, that's a foul ball. Tonight for the Blue Jays, in case you're wondering, Max Scherzer will take the hill for the Blue Jays. And for the Mariners, it'll be Luis Castillo. As Game 4, the Mariners do lead the series 2-1. 1-2 pitch, swung on and missed. And there's out number 1 in the top of the third. So Terang goes down swinging for the very second time tonight. Sarah Lang's most 100-plus mile-per-hour pitches in postseason under pitch tracking since 2008. Pitch, and that's taken for a ball. Chapman with 176. Mizorowski, 37. Brewstar Gratterall from the Dodgers with 36. And Joan Duran with 26. 2 balls, no strikes. Top of the third, 1 away. Shout out to Sarah, by the way. 2-0 delivery, and that slider is in there for strike 1. Glassnow winds up and fires. There's a swing and a miss. During the regular season, the Brewers, well, they took all 6 games against the Dodgers. Crazy. 3 balls, 2 strikes to William Contreras. The script has certainly flipped. 3-2 on the way. Swing and a miss. And there's out number 2 in the top of the third. And during the series, the regular season series, they actually outscored them. It wasn't even close, guys. They outscored them 32-16. Dodgers got shut out in one of those games. They put up 3 or less runs in 4 of those games. The ball is 1 strike to Christian Yelich. And here's the 0-1. That is inside for a ball. Moral of the story is that, with these Dodgers, they lost the regular season series to the Phillies. They lost it to the Brewers. It's like none of that matters. 1-1 pitch. That's down and in for ball 2. There's Mark Pryor, the pitching coach for the Dodgers. 2 balls, 1 strike. Glassnow with 53 pitches so far. He gets set and deals. Swung on and missed. How's everybody feeling in the chat? Got a quiet one tonight, but that's good. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The 2-2 on the way. Swing and a miss again. Tyler Glassnow is on fire. We're going to go to the bottom of the third. We'll be back in just a little bit. Don't go anywhere. See you soon. Righty, we are back. We are going to the bottom of the third inning out at Dodger Stadium. And we are tied 1-1. Betts will lead it off for the Dodgers. And it is a beautiful day. It looks so gorgeous out in LA. Miz comes set and deals, and the pitch is up high and inside for a ball. Betts, his last time up, had an RBI double. He drove in Shohei Ohtani to give the Dodgers at the time a 1-0 lead. And he serves this one out to center field, but Sal's there as he backs up, waits for it, and makes the catch with his sunglasses on for the first out of the third. So Glassnow able to strike out the side and get himself a 1-2-3 inning in that top of the third. See how Miz does here in the bottom of the third. Jake Bauers also had an RBI single after Caleb Durbin got on with a triple in that top of the second. 1 run, 3 hits for each team so far, a game of chess. Pitch number 1, strike 1 to Will Smith. Mizorowski comes set and delivers again, and the pitch is outside for ball 1. The Shadows are now in over at short. One ball, 2 strikes. Bottom of the third, Smith, in his last at-bat, struck out looking. 5 seconds left on the pitch clock on the 1-2 pitch, and this time he strikes out swinging. And there's out number 2. Couldn't catch up to the slider there. 2 up, 2 down for Miz. Paul's here. What's up, Paul? How are you, my friend? So 2 away, and Freddie Freeman is going to step on up to the plate. Freddie looks at a slider that catches the outside corner for a strike. Again, in case you just missed it, Betts had an RBI double in the bottom of the first, and Jake Bauers had an RBI single in the top of the second. The ball is 1 strike in the pitch, swing and the miss on a pitch at 101. Yeah, Paul. Yep. Absolutely. The 0-2. That's outside for a ball. I think we're all on the same page about it. Sad. Very sad. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Miz kicks, fires, and that pitch is outside for ball 2. Well, we just got word that expectations are that Carson Wentz will start at QB this week for the Vikings against the Eagles. 3 balls, 2 strikes. We're in the bottom of the third. There's 2 outs and nobody on. 10 seconds left on the pitch clock. Freddie Freeman in the box. 3-2 pitch. And there's a swing and a miss. He struck him out again. And so we go to the 4th inning. 1-1 is your score between the Dodgers and the Brewers. I don't know if I'm coming back down with a cold or something, but man, the nose is starting to run. Miz has struck out 5 of 9 Dodgers batters since entering into the game. And with that, I am going to take a quick step off, and I'll be right back. It's time to go to the top of the 4th inning. Dodgers playing against the Brewers, of course. It is 1-1. Andrew Vaughn is up at the plate. and will lead things off for the Brew Crew. The Brewers on the road this year, 45-36. 9 games over 500. That's the best road record in all of baseball. Here's the pitch. That's in there for a strike. Yankees were 44-37 on the road. The Guardians were 43-38 on the road. 1 ball, 1 strike. Top of the 4th. The windup and the pitch. That misses down in the way for a ball. Two on delivery. That is in there for strike 2. MLB Network just had a quote that I wanted to read. Yep, wait, wrong one. Never mind. I thought they were talking about Miz, but that was not the case. 2-2 pitch. That's down for ball 3. So Bob Nightingale just said, we talked about how the Blue Jays were trying to take Santander off the ALCS roster. Next pitch, here it comes. Strike 3 called, and there's 1 out in the top of the 4th. So Vaughn does go down looking at a fastball at 97, and that's now 4 strikeouts in a row for Tyler Glassnow. He has struck out 5 batters. Sal is up, and Sal takes a strike on the inside corner. Well, Bob Nightingale did just confirm that the Blue Jays outfielder Anthony Santander's season is over. He's taken off the ALCS roster with an injury and replaced by outfielder Joey Loper Fido. He's ineligible to return if the Blue Jays even make it to the World Series because he got taken off the roster. 0-2 on the way. Swing and a miss, and that's now 5 strikeouts in a row by Tyler. That was a curveball that just went into the dirt. And Frelick swung at nothing but air. Flyers are on. They're taking on the Winnipeg Jets. Caleb Durbin comes up, and he looks at the ball that's up high. So the count is 1-0. There's 5 seconds left on the pitch clock, and the 1-0 delivery is high again for ball 2. The 2-0 pitch. That was a high fastball. But Durbin did swing at it anyways. I really didn't know that there was a rule that if you get taken off of a roster during the middle of the series, you're ineligible to return throughout the rest of the postseason. 2 balls, 1 strike on the next pitch, and that's down for ball 3. Two seconds left on the pitch clock, and the 3-1 pitch, that's high for ball 4. And so a 2-out walk issued to Caleb Durbin. That does get rid of the strikeout streak set by Tyler Glassnow. So Durbin does get on for the second time tonight. Here's Jake Bauers up to bat. He will step out of the box very quickly. Hit that thumbs up button, folks. Hit that subscribe button as well. The pitch. That's a fastball right down the middle for strike one. No balls, one strike. And the 0-1 is inside for a ball. The throw to second base. That is not in time. 1-1 is the count. And so Durbin is now in scoring position. Got a great jump there. Able to dive in there head first. And Smith's throw was called late. And it was. One ball, one strike to Jake Bauers. Mustard batting gloves. And a mustard ankle brace as well. 1-1 pitch. Swing, and strike two called. Right down the hatch. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes to Jake Bauers. 3 seconds left on the pitch clock, and the 1-2 pitch misses outside for ball 2. That was a curveball there. This is interesting. Listen to this. The Brewers didn't have a single batter come to the plate with a runner in scoring position against a Dodgers starter in games 1 and 2. They've had 4 opportunities today and are 1 for 4 as the 2-2 is taken for a called strike 3, and the inning is over. We're going to go to the bottom of the 4th. We're still tied 1-1, and we will take another quick step off. Be right back. Alrighty, what's going on, everybody? Wendy is back. What's up, Wendy? How are you? What's up, Paul? What's going on, chat? Hopefully you're all doing really well. Mark is also here. He also gets no ring if they win. That's correct. Paul says, so if he was out in the middle of the ALDS, he would also miss the ALCS, but could come back for the World Series. I don't know if that's true or not. Is that true? Doc is doing other calls, I think, for football. Yeah. Tonight is the Steelers. That's right. That's right. The Steelers are playing tonight, so of course he's going to be calling that for sure. But thanks for stopping on by. I really appreciate it. If you guys are new to the channel, hit that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, turn on the bell icons too, and that way you will know when we do go live. We've been covering the rest of the MLB playoffs. We also do the Eagles on this channel, and we do the 76ers too. So yeah, we have a lot of cool content that we do on here. We do like an old school radio play-by-play style type of a call. Here's Tommy Edman batting on the left side, facing Miz, and on the very first pitch, he takes a hack at a slider and swings at nothing but air. No balls, 1 strike. Edman batting on the left side. Miz with 39 pitches. He has looked excellent today. 0-1 pitch, and, well, he goes to the curveball there, and that's taken for strike 2. Glassnow 4 innings, 1 earned run, 7 strikeouts, and 3 hits. Only 2 walks allowed. Miz, on the other hand, 2 2/3, because remember, Ashby started off the game, gave up 2 hits, 1 earned run. But Miz, 2 2/3, 1 hit, no runs, no walks, and now 6 strikeouts on a called strike 3. And there is the first out of the 4th. He's going to get to 10, that's for sure. I said that he might get to 10. At this rate, oh, he's getting the 10. There is no doubt about it. He has struck out 3 batters in a row. Here comes Teoscar, and Miz does fall behind in the count. 1-0. We are tied 1-1. Dodgers and Brewers, that is. Next pitch. There's a chopper. Hit over towards the shortstop. Going to be a tough play, but the throw over to first by Ortiz just got out to Teoscar Hernandez. Wow. So there is out number 2. Yes, JJ, that's the rule. Current series plus 1 additional series. Huh, I didn't know that. That part I did not know. That's interesting. So if you're in the wild card series, right, and you get injured, you're not eligible to return until the NLCS. That's interesting. Muncy will step on up to the plate. And he looks at ball 1 wide. In case you're just tuning on in for the first time, Shohei Ohtani tripled in the first, and Mookie Betts drove him in. It was an RBI double to make it 1-0 LA. There's the 1-0 pitch that misses way outside for ball 2. In the top of the second, Caleb Durbin got on with a triple after Kike Hernandez tried to dive after a ball in left field, and the ball got on by him. And then Jake Bauers singled up the middle. That's wild. I really did not know that. You always learn something new with this sport. 2 balls, no strikes. And the pitch, that's up high and away for ball 3. The Jets just scored? Ew. Winnipeg Jets taking on the Philadelphia Flyers. Oh, come on. Hopefully they can beat Hellebuck. 3 balls, no strikes to Muncy, rocking the sunglasses. The 3-0 delivery, and that fastball hits 100 and catches the outer third of the zone. There's Kike. He's up next. 5 seconds left on the pitch clock. Base is empty. The 3-1 offering. That catches the outside corner for strike 2. Muncy was ready to walk on over to first. And James Hoy says, "You're not going anywhere." Max will call for time. Is painting those edges. Two outs, nobody on. Miz gets set, and the payoff pitch swung on and missed. 7 strikeouts for Mizorowski. What a performance by him so far. 7 strikeouts through 3 2/3. He's been getting the outs all himself, and he is all fired up. Crazy. That's unbelievable. 9, 1, and 2 are due up in the batting order for Milwaukee. It'll be Joey Ortiz, Jackson Chourio, and Bryce Terang. They are combined 0 for 5 against Tyler Glassnow. the Brewers hitters that are facing Tyler Glassnow are just 10 for 71 against him. They are 10 for 71. Every player on the Brewers that has faced Tyler Glassnow is combined 10 for 71, which is good enough for just a 141 batting average. 3 homers, 4 RBI, only 1 double, and just 8 walks. "34 strikes thrown by Miz on a total of 49 pitches." And again, Glassnow has done his job too. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe. Turn on the bell icons too, folks, as we go to the 5th inning. The Blue Jays and the Mariners will be on at 8:33. And once that game does start, we will be calling 2 games at once and doing our Diamond Zone playoff edition of baseball. And then once the Dodgers game is over, we're switching our stream and we're going over to that Toronto game. How many likes do we have in the chat, folks? How many people are tuning on in? Let us know down below. Hit that thumbs up button. I know that the Phillies are out, but we're still covering the rest of the MLB playoffs. We're grinding our butts off, and we're committed to the grind, baby. We really are. That's how we work on here. We don't quit. We just keep going. Let's take a sip of water after that. Wanted to see who got the goal. We got 70 so far. Is that 70 likes or 70 people watching? Even still, that's pretty good. Top of the 5th. Glassnow with 74 pitches as the first one misses upstairs. Ortiz took off his helmet for a second. I think something was in his ear. Don't know if it was dirt or what. 70 likes. Dude, that's awesome. Thanks so much for all the likes, folks. Keep smashing that thumbs up button. One ball, no strikes. Glassnow kicks, deals, and down the hatch the fastball goes for strike 1. Ortiz in the box. The 1-1 delivery. And another fastball. That time it's at the knees. A little bit lower for strike 2. One-two pitch. That ball is served foul. The last hit was from Andy Pages. It came in the bottom of the 2nd. It was an infield single. Right now we're in the top of the 5th. And the 1-2 delivery. Bouncing ball hit over towards the shortstop. Mookie Betts, he has it. Throws it on the run over to first. And Joey Ortiz is retired for out number 1. Just grabbed a Reebok Winter Classic Flyer hat for $12 on eBay. Not bad luck. Dude, that's sick. I love that. $12. That's pretty good. You did good there, my friend. The pitch. That's down for ball 1. Jackson is 0 for 2. He lined out in both the first and the second. He's hit the ball really hard. 1-0 pitch, swing and a miss. That slider was way out of the zone. I gotta get me some Flyers merch. The 1-1 pitch. 1-1 pitch. That's outside for ball 2. I think Smith was trying to call for time. But the 1-1 pitch. That's outside for ball 3. The 1-1 pitch. That's outside for ball 3. The 1-1 pitch. That's outside for ball 4. The 1-1 pitch. That's outside for ball 5. The 1-1 pitch. That's outside for ball 6. I mean, he didn't stand up, but sort of put his glove up for a second, then he didn't get his wish granted. 2 balls, 1 strike. The 2-1 offering. And that time Glassnow does not get the call there. Looked like he froze him right at the bottom of the zone. But it's 3-1 anyways. The 3-1 delivery from Glassnow. That ball is grounded over to short. Betts gobbles it up, picks it up, throws it over to first, and the second out is made. So back-to-back ground outs over to short. Favorite Flyers gear? I do have a Flyers sweat jacket. That's cool. It's a black sweat jacket. Card collecting is awesome. Some cards are absolutely beautiful. 0-1 pitch to Bryce Terang. Fly ball hit out over towards the alleyway in left field, but Hernandez is there. That's Kike Hernandez, and he makes the catch. We're going to go to the bottom of the 5th. We are tied 1-1. Kike will lead things off. Okay. Going back and getting complete sets from the 80s. Dude, that's awesome. That's sick. 8, 9, and 1 due up in the batting order for the Dodgers. Ned is here. What's up, Ned? JJ, did you get a haircut? Looking sharp. Thank you. Happy that you noticed that. Yep, we got all shaven up as well. We got a beard trim. And, yeah. I usually like to get it about every 5 to 6 weeks or so, because when you're on the, I don't know, like for me, my hair does grow. It doesn't grow like too fast, but it gets a little bit like when I put on my hat and I have my headphones on, I feel like my hair doesn't get a lot of space and it feels very tight. I don't know. That sounds a little bit painful. I don't like that. It doesn't feel like that it spreads, you know? It doesn't feel comfortable for me. It really doesn't. So it was time to get a haircut. It really was. I do love my hair, though. But it is bothersome when you have a hat on and the headphones, and it's bothersome for me. Now imagine if I had like longer hair. I guess you get used to it, but I don't know. Ned is here. What's up, Ned? Do you think Kyle Schwarber's coming back to Philly? Ned, I do. I said no before, but he's coming back. They will find a way. Well, I'll put it to you this way. I didn't know if the Phillies wanted Kyle Schwarber back at first. The Phillies want him back. Now, will he come back because of free agency? That part, I don't know. He will explore. But the Phillies are going to offer him a lot. I just have a gut feeling. They, especially from today's press conference, it made it sound like that they are prioritizing Kyle Schwarber over Ranger Suarez. And with that, I don't agree. Kike is going to lead things off against Miz. Again, no walks, 7 strikeouts through 3 2/3 of an inning. My wife likes it. What's up, John? Again, we're in the bottom of the 5th. We're tied 1-1. Brewers and Dodgers are tied. Ohtani led off the bottom of the 1st with a triple against Aaron Ashby. Ashby started off the game. He gave up a triple, and then he gave up a double, an RBI double to Mookie Betts. Didn't really last much longer after that. There's only 2 more batters that he got to face. In the top of the second, though, the Brewers did tie it back. Caleb Durbin got on with a triple himself, and then Jake Bauers singled up the middle on the ground. So that's how we are where we are. The ball is 1 strike to Enrique Hernandez. He's 0 for 1. I just call him Kike. That's what a lot of people do call him. 0-1 pitch, that misses outside for a ball. So it is 1 ball, 1 strike. The Dodgers have left 3 men on base. They are 1 for 4 with runners in scoring position. The Brewers, they've left 4 men on base, and they are 1 for 4 with runners in scoring position. 1-1 pitch. That's a foul ball. Another 1-2 count for Miz. Miz the Kid. 5 seconds left on the pitch clock. And the 1-2 pitch, that ball's popped up over towards the right side of second base. Terang gets under it. It was a mile high. And the catch is made for the first out of the 5th inning. And Andy Pages is due up next again. The last hit that was recorded in this game came in the bottom of the second, and that was from Andy Pages. It was an infield single. First pitch to Pages. Big swing and a miss. Could not catch up to the slider there. Andy is 1 for 1. Ohtani is up next. 0-1 pitch. Strike 2. Another slider that paints the inside corner at the knees. Tyler Glassnow today, 5 innings, 7 strikeouts, 1 earned run. Jacob Mizorowski, 4 innings, 1 hit, no runs, and 7 strikeouts for him. It's been a duel so far. Dominant pitching. No balls, 2 strikes. Miz kicks, fires. The pitch is grounded over towards shortstop. And so Ortiz backhands it, throws it over to first, and there's out number 2. It's been so close to getting those strikeouts. So ground out over to short. Ranger needs to be priority number 1. How do you know if Wheeler will be okay and if Nola and Painter will bounce back? And also, Paul, just to ask another question, and I did say this on the during the live stream. The pitch is fouled away. With all due respect, Jesus Luzardo had a phenomenal year. Who's to say that Zeus is going to replicate what he did this year, too? I just got to point that out. He could, but will he? I don't know. 0-1 pitch to Shohei Ohtani. Swung on and missed. Or I should say swung on and missed. Ohtani does step back into the box. Again, he's 1 for 2. He had a leadoff triple in the bottom of the first. Miz kicks, fires the pitch, swung on and missed. 8 strikeouts for Mizorowski tonight. We're going to go to the top of the 6th inning. We are still tied 1-1 out at Dodger Stadium. I got this game wrong. Unbelievable. Got him. No spoilers in the chat. Just wanted to make sure I said that. So if you see the play before I do not type it into the chat. Jesus is a free agent after next season too, JJ. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. So, I don't know. I don't know. Are you going to extend him as well? I got a stat for you. There have been a total of 16 strikeouts in this game. The only batters that have not struck out today, Jackson Chourio, Caleb Durbin, and Joey Ortiz for the Brewers. And for the Dodgers, Mookie Betts and Andy Pages. Everybody else has struck out at least once. Brewers rookie Jacob Misiorowski has faced 15 Dodgers hitters and retired 14 of them with 8 strikeouts. I would try to sign Ranger before extending Luzardo. Oh, absolutely, Paul. 1,000%. You got to keep the starting pitching intact. This starting pitching is what made you get to where you were last year. And they honestly gave you such an incredible opportunity. And the fact that, I'll be honest, like the fact that they didn't make it out of the first round this year and the starting pitching was that good against the Dodgers, it makes me even more sad. It really does. It is such a shame. They pitched their tails off for you. Everything that I listened to from the press conference today, well, the Dodgers are a great team. A lot of deflecting. A lot of, well, we ran into a very hot team at the right time. What did we hear a lot of last year, guys? A lot of last year during the end of the season press conference, we just didn't get hot enough at the right time. We didn't get lucky. Remember that quote? I remember that quote. The pitch. There's a ground ball hit over towards the shortstop, Mookie Betts. He's had a lot of work to deal with today. And the throw over to first is in time. Alex Vesia is warming up in the pen. The relief pitching and the hitting were the problem for the Phillies, says Mark. It ultimately came down to that. Yep. Bats did not execute. Bullpen didn't execute. The last game they did, except for Kirk. 1-0 pitch. That's in there for a strike. There's really no big-name outfielders to go after. It's either Bellinger or Kyle Tucker. That's it. Those are the big fish. 1 ball, 1 strike. The pitch to Yelich. That's down and in for ball 2. So it's 2 balls, 1 strike. Glassnow does have 90 pitches. Brewers have worked up his pitch count. 2-1 delivery. That's in there for strike 2. Five seconds left on the pitch clock on the 2-2 pitch, and Yelich lines that one foul. Bellinger would be a good fit. Yeah, I remember they were interested in getting Cody before. I think that he would be a really good fit. The 2-2 pitch. That misses inside for ball 3. And now the count is full. Andrew Vaughn waits in the on-deck circle with a full count here. Yelich 1 for 2. Got on with an infield single in the first. 3-2 on the way. Swing and a miss. Tyler Glassnow just continues to be masterful for the Dodgers. We've seen some incredible starting pitching from this Dodgers pitching staff, and they just continue to absolutely dominate. Up now is Andrew Vaughn, and Vaughn stares at ball 1. He is 0 for 2. He grounded into a fielder's choice. Also struck out looking in his last at-bat. And speaking of looking, You will look at the strike there at 97 miles per hour that catches the inside edge. 2 away, top of the 6th. Glassnow kicks, fires, and that's outside for ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike to Andrew Vaughn. Glassnow again will wind up and deal, and the pitch is down for ball 3. These pitchers need to start allowing some hits or I'll fall asleep mid-game. Means that my energy has to go up a little bit. The 3-1 pitch, that's outside for ball 4. And so there is a 2-out walk by Andrew Vaughn. You think Kyle hits 56 homers if he already signed an extension early in the year? I don't know. That's a good question. Here's Dave Roberts. He's going to go out there. That's going to be it for Tyler Glassnow. So Vesia is going to come on in, and he will face Sal Frelick here. Surprised that they're not going to let Tyler go one more batter. I mean, he didn't look tired. Didn't look like he was losing his command. That's going to be it for Tyler Glassnow, and, well, we'll see if this backfires or not. I'm going to ask you guys this, though. Okay? I asked this before during the press conference, but I don't think a lot of people were there to hear this, and I would really like to get your takes on this. Is there a world where the Phillies don't extend Ranger, and the reason why is because they have a feeling that Andrew Painter is still going to be the guy? I don't think so. I think that if there are people out there that assume something like that, I think that is just stupid. But I'm just speculating. I'm wondering if there are people that actually, if there's a theory out there that, well, they're not going to extend Ranger because they still fully believe in Andrew Painter. It actually kind of wouldn't shock me if the organization did sort of feel that way or tried to at least sell that to the fan base. Andrew did not have a good year last year. And maybe he gets the opportunity, but do you trust Painter? I don't know. Just a barbershop type of a question, but in some ways, maybe I'm on to something. That would be so stupid. Because what has Painter showed you this past year? Alex Vesia is going to pitch. 4-2 his record was during the regular season with a 3.02 ERA. Also 80 strikeouts in 59 2/3 of an inning. What's up, Gold the Pokemon Master? How are you? Thanks for stopping on by. 2 outs, and here's the pitch. That's in there for strike 1 to Sal. Sal was 1 for 9 in the postseason, but during the regular season batted .301 against left-handed pitching. Here's the 0-1 delivery, and that's a check swing foul ball towards the third base side. See, Contreras says, why? I don't know. No, Ranger will be here. You can't have too many pitchers that can pitch. Look at what the Dodgers did. Emmett, you're going to the bullpen. Kershaw, you're going to the bullpen. Sasaki, you're going to the bullpen. 0-2 pitch. Strike 3 called. And there's out number 3. And we are going to the bottom of the 6th inning. We are still tied 1-1. The Caboose is here. What's going on, the Caboose? Guys, if you are new to the channel, my name is Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. We go on for Phillies baseball, Sixers basketball, and Eagles football, but we've also been covering a lot of baseball this year, and we are doing the MLB playoffs as well. So, oh, why? Oh, you're talking about Glassnow. I was like, wait, are you talking about Andrew Painter? Because that I can understand too. So, I assume that you're a Dodgers fan. What's going on, my friend? Hopefully you're doing well. Man, we need 28 more subscribers to help us get to 8,100. After this, well, actually, sorry. In 41 minutes, we are also going to be doing our Diamond Zone edition of this game, and we are going to add in the Blue Jays and the Mariners to the mix. We are. But once this Dodgers game is done, then we will switch fully over to the Toronto Blue Jays stream. So, and you don't even have to go anywhere. It'll redirect you. So they're basically using starting pitching as CP. Yeah. Yeah. Yep, Dodgers, but born in Philly. Oof. Let's go. Neil is also here. What's going on, chat? What's going on, JJ? Who you got going to the World Series? I got Dodgers, and I got Mariners still. I do. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. Chat, let us know how many likes do we have down below. I'm just curious. Trying to get to 100 likes, baby. That'll be your second time in the postseason. Sorry, our third or fourth time. I can't remember. How long they think that ship is going to sail. Don't know. Don't know, man. I have no clue. Betts will lead off the bottom of the sixth. Again, we are tied 1-1 out at Dodger Stadium. Brewers money line right now, according to Vegas, their odds are at plus 140. We're at 86. Let's go. Now people are getting active in the chat. What's going on? Did the algorithm just like tell people that we're live? Is that what happened? All of a sudden we're getting a lot of people on here. What the heck? The ball is one strike to Mookie Betts. Miz with 60 pitches, guys. 60 pitches. And there's the 0-1, swing and a miss. 60 pitches in 4 2/3. The ball's 2 strikes. 3 seconds left on the pitch clock. And the 0-2 is off the plate for ball 1. Jacob Mizorowski, 8 strikeouts tonight. That's tied for the most by a rookie pitcher in a single game in Brewers history. Brandon Woodruff did it back in 2018 during the NLCS against the Dodgers. 1-2, and that's inside for ball 2. They banned all the other streamers that showed the actual game. Let's go. Let's go, baby. JD Flips is here. What's going on, man? 2 balls, 2 strikes. The 2-2 on the way. Strike 3 called. There's strikeout number 9. 1 out in the bottom of the 6th inning. And so, Miz with 64 pitches now. And there's 1 away. The Caboose show says Dodgers, Mariners are going to blow it. This kid from Milwaukee is something until the league figures him out. I know, he's that good. There's a 99-mile-per-hour four-seamer that's in there for strike 1. Abner Uribe is warming up in the Brewers bullpen. I'd say you leave the kid in as long as you can, especially because you're down in the series. 0-1 pitch. There's a line drive, base hit out to left field. That's the first hit in this game since the 2nd inning. And Will Smith breaks the ice for the Dodgers. Big swing there for Will Smith. $9.51. Yes, this rookie is awesome. Hello, we're back in the house, dude. We're getting a lot of people on now. That's crazy. They took down the illegal streamers. That's really what's going on. That's insane. Let's go. We got 139 people watching. Hit that thumbs up button, folks. Subscribe to the channel. My name is Jason Joseph. This is Play by Play with JJ. Just shut him down. Let's go. Freddie Freeman is now going to come on up to the plate. Again, hit that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell icons too. We do Phillies baseball, we do Sixers basketball, we do Eagles football, but we also cover Major League Baseball as well. And we do it like an old school radio play-by-play style. Freeman comes on up to the plate. 9 seconds left on the pitch clock. Freddie is 0 for 1 tonight. Pitch number 1, it's a foul ball. Harper's not going anywhere, says the Cabooses. Big one, he says BS haircut. The ball is 1 strike. You like the long hair? You're not a fan of the beard trim? 0-1. And that is outside for a ball. Kathy Fritz, thanks so much for the sub. Let's go. 5 seconds left on the pitch clock. Miz gets set above the belt. And the pitch. There's a fly ball hit out over towards the left field side. It's slicing out of play, and it'll be a souvenir. It's now 1 ball, 2 strikes. Thanks, Mike. Oh, I got you. I got you. No, you're good, man. You're good. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's the 1-2 on the way. That is just a hair upstairs. And now it's 2 balls, 2 strikes. We got Blue Jays and Mariners starting at 8:33. We'll begin that coverage too. And we'll do 2 games at once. The 2-2 pitch, that's low for ball 3. And then once this Dodgers game is over, we'll fully switch over to the rest of that Mariners-Blue Jays game. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Miz gets set above the belt this time. And the payoff pitch, that's down and in for ball 4, and Freeman does get on with a walk. And now you're wondering, if you're Pat Murphy, what do you do as Freddie Freeman is able to work his way on base? And now it's Tommy Edman who steps on up. So Will Smith is at second base now. Edman in the box, and he lines one out to center field. That'll get down for a base hit. Will Smith is being waved home. The throw to the plate is cut off. The throw to third to get Freeman. That's not in time. Dodgers take the lead. And the crowd is on its feet as Tommy Edman comes through in the playoffs. He's Captain Clutch. And Pat Murphy says goodbye to Mizorowski. All right, so that is going to be it for Jacob tonight. Started to leak a little bit of oil here in the 6th inning. And Pat is not wasting any time. And we will have a brand new pitcher come on in for the Brew Crew. Edman with all smiles and high fives as well. Colt says, not his fault. Offense only has one hit. Yeah, I know. Or only has one run. I know. 1 point. Ay, ay. Oh, chat. Oh, chat. So an RBI single by Tommy Edman. Before that, he struck out twice against Miz. Hit that thumbs up button, folks, and hit that subscribe button as well. Turn on the notification bell icons too, and that way you will know when we do go live. We'll take a look at the NFL. Did the NFL game start yet? No. It's still early. I keep thinking that we've been doing this for a while and that the NFL game is under its way. It's not. Freeman's over at third. Edman's over at first. And so runners are at the corners. We got 141 people rocking with us. 9 more likes until we get to 100. Let's go, baby. Edman rips an RBI single into the gap. Wasn't really into the gap. It was just out to center field to score a run off of Miz. The question for Pat Murphy, says Russell Dorsey, if that's the difference in the game, will be why he chose not to go to Abner Uribe there. And, well, I think the reason why he didn't go to Abner, if I'm being honest with you, if he didn't go to Abner there, I think it was because he wanted to give the kid another chance. And Abner, to be quite honest with you, his ERA during the postseason has been a little bit higher. First pitch to Teoscar Hernandez. That's the real Captain Clutch. And that is outside for a ball. Edman, though, has been a playoff riser, though, for the Dodgers, too. They have a lot of those types of guys. 1 ball, no strikes. Hernandez in the box. The 1-0 pitch that misses inside for ball 2. Abner is 25 years old. Last time that he pitched, he gave up 1 earned run against the Dodgers in 2/3 of an inning. He has some inherited runners to deal with here. 2 balls, no strikes. Hernandez, Teoscar that is, ahead in the count. The 2-0 pitch. That's a sinker that's taken to the knees for strike 1. Two balls, 1 strike. And the next pitch, that is a foul ball towards the right side. And out of place she goes. Maybe about to throw a grand slammer jammer. Is that what they call it? A grand slammer jammer? 2 balls, 2 strikes. Teoscar does call for time. Jared Koenig is also getting loosened up in the Brewers bullpen, in case things get out of hand. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Uribe gets set again at the belt. And the next pitch is low for ball 3. And now the count is full. Teoscar over his last 7 days, 6 for 20 with a homer and 4 RBI. Three balls, 2 strikes. The 3-2 on the way. Swing and a miss. Teoscar Hernandez went fishing after an off-speed pitch in the dirt. And there's out number 2. I am shocked that he went after that pitch. That pitch spelled nothing but junk all over it. 6 pitches, and Uribe able to get a huge out. Up next is Max Muncy. Blue batting gloves for Max, of course. The toss back over to first. That's going to get by Edman. And so the second baseman, Terang, is going to have to back it up. Another run will score. It's now 3-1 Dodgers. Crazy. So Freeman comes on home. And staying put over at first base is Tommy Edman. So Muncy is still in the box. That's a big extra run for the Dodgers. And here's a fastball taken at 97. A terrible throw by Abner Uribe. I mean, it wasn't even close. No balls, 1 strike. 8 seconds left on the pitch clock. And the 0-1 delivery to Muncy. There's a ground ball towards the right side. This should end the inning. The throw to first is in time. And we're going to go to the 7th. It is 3-1 LA. Tommy Edman gives the Dodgers the lead. And they take advantage of a mistake on a bad throw and a pickoff attempt by Abner Uribe. And they come away with 2 runs. We'll see if the Brewers have an answer when we return. All right, we are going to the top of the 7th. Folks, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. Hit that subscribe button as well. And turn on the bell icons too. Unfortunately, I can't show the game on here, but I do like an old school radio play-by-play call. And hopefully you guys do enjoy the chat. And we're able to follow along and have a good time. That's all that we care about on here. So we do the Phillies, the Sixers, the Eagles, but we also have been doing the MLB playoffs. We've been doing MLB Diamond Zone. That's been really cool. I do have to actually get the iPad set up right now because, again, we have a game that's going to start at 8:33 p.m. Eastern Time, and we are going to have to call 2 games at once. So we're going to get that thing set up right now as we speak. And after this game is over, stay here because we will be redirecting, of course, to finish out the rest of that Blue Jays-Mariners ALCS Game 2. So, all right, it's 3-1 LA. How do we get here? Well, the Dodgers did get an RBI double from Mookie Betts in the bottom of the first after Ohtani tripled. Bowers had an RBI single for the Brewers after Caleb Durbin tripled in the top of the second. That's how we tied it up 1-1. And then in the bottom of the 6th, Tommy Edman singled out to center. Will Smith scored. And then Freeman, who went on over to third, ended up scoring on a pickoff error by Abner Uribe. Here's the 1-0 pitch to Caleb Durbin, and he lines one out to left field. That's going all the way towards the corner. And Caleb Durbin gets on with the second extra base hit of the ball game. And the tying run is coming on up to the plate. It'll be Jake Bauers once again. All right, so he is coming on up, and we'll see what he can do here. Blake Treinen is warming up in the Dodgers bullpen. Charge! I don't know why this is so glitchy. I've been trying to fix it. There's like nothing I've been able to find with it. I'll have to play around with it a little bit more. No balls, 1 strike to Jake Bauers, who was 1 for 2. Vesia pitching for the Dodgers, by the way. The 0-1 pitch, swing and a miss. That was a slider right down the middle. And Bauers could not catch up to it. No balls, 2 strikes. There's 5 seconds left on the pitch clock. Bauers waves the bat, the 0-2, and that's a foul ball that goes on out of play. So far in this game, a total of 9 hits, 2 errors, and 4 runs combined between both teams. The ball is 2 strikes. Here's the 0-2 to Bauers, and he gets a piece of it and stays alive. Let's go. Is do or die for the Brewers. Yep. No balls, 2 strikes to Bauers. The next 0-2 pitch, that ball is popped up over towards shallow center field. Who's going to get there? Betts gets called off by Pages, who's right behind him. He'll make the easy catch for the first out of the inning. So not even a productive out there for Milwaukee. Just a fly out, or a pop out, I should say, over to center field. And the next batter up will be Joey Ortiz. Looks like we're going to have a pitch and change here as Dave Roberts will pull the plug. And Blake Treinen will step on in to face Ortiz. Okay. All right, time for a sip of water. Ortiz tonight 0 for 2. All right, chat. Who are you guys pulling out for tonight? Dodgers or Brewers? Okay? And also tell me, like, what really got you into the game of baseball? I would really love to hear your story down below about where your love of baseball began and how it all started. It all started for me on one day when I was 8 years old. I was looking for. I had a TV in my room. I still have. I don't know if we actually still have that one, but it was a small TV. I was looking for channel 33 because I loved Nickelodeon. I wanted to watch SpongeBob. I went up a channel, and of course, channel 34 was Comcast Sportsnet, and I got hypnotized by this man who looked like he was an absolute mammoth at the plate. And he hit a home run. I didn't know what a home run was, but I could tell that the crowd was on its feet. I'm listening to the broadcaster, a.k.a. Harry Callis, calling the game. And I'm just glued to the TV. I'm like, this guy did something that's like really cool. He hit a ball that went over the fence. Like, that's really sick. Mom calls me down for dinner. I said, I'm going to come down in a little bit. Or I'm coming down now, Mom, I said. And I'm like glued to the TV. This guy is like so eye-popping to me. I go downstairs. Dad has the TV on in the living room. And the same guy is up, and he does it again. He hits another home run, and I really felt like I had deja vu, and I didn't really know how to word it at the time. The guy that was up both of those times, his name was Ryan Howard. and he won the MVP that year. And that is where my first actual, I would say like my first love of the game memory started. Just by watching that guy. Pulling out for the Dodgers, says Kevin. Pulling out for the Dodgers, says Steve. What's up, Steve? Brewers all the way. That ball is out of here. Yeah. Let's go. Isaac Collins is up at the plate. He will pinch hit as Pat Murphy plays a game of chess, too. Blake Trinan pitching for the Dodgers. Collins, his first pitch, he pops it up out over towards shallow right field. Tommy Edman waves off everybody, and he's there to make the catch, and there's two away. He got underneath that pitch. It was down the middle, and Collins certainly mistimed it. Gold says, my dad got me into baseball, got me a Cubs jersey when I was 3. Paul says, cool story, JJ. Thanks. I went up a channel too high. But boy, am I glad that I did that. Here's Jackson Chourio. And Chourio takes a hack at a sweeper and swings at nothing but air. Cameron says, hi, JJ. What's up, Cameron? Kathy Fritz. What's up, Kathy? No balls, 1 strike. Trinan kicks, deals, and another swing and a miss on a sweeper that was way outside. It was even further outside than the previous pitch. Chourio's 0 for 3. Dodgers fans are standing. This is probably like one of the first times I think we've seen them standing today. One of the first times. The ball's 2 strikes. Chourio in the box. He's lined out twice. He also grounded out in the 5th. Trinan gets set above the belt. Kicks, fires, and Chourio fouls it away. He's hobbling out of the box. Uh-oh. He's hopping. There's the trainer. He's not out there yet. Just want to make sure that he's okay. They're showing a replay. Is the trainer out there, though? That's the question that I have. They're not showing. Hopping on that left leg. The trainer is now out there, of course, and Chourio is stretching. Pat Murphy is also there, too. Kathy says, Dodgers. It all started with my dad. Lived in New York when the Dodgers were in Brooklyn. He moved to Illinois, and then they moved to L.A., but he never stopped rooting for them. My dad died in 03. R.I.P. Aw. Rest in peace. Chourio is still hopping around, and he is going to come on out of the game. That is not what you want. Oh, no. He's hopping back over towards the locker room. And it looks like Monasterio, or Perkins, that is. Perkins is getting a bat. And he will come on in. That is awful. Fouled that pitch off, and I don't know if he just popped something or what. But that is not good. Brewers outfielder Jackson Chourio is hobbling off the field mid-at-bat. He fouled off a Blake Trinan pitch, according to Jeff Passan, and immediately grabbed at that right hamstring, which he hurt during Game 1 of the DS, and is now out of the game. That is not what you want. No balls, 2 strikes. Blake Perkins will pinch hit for Jackson Chourio. That is a bad loss for the Brewers. Connor versus Mirrors. Yeah, I apologize, too, for the loss. 0-2 pitch. That's a foul ball. So Trinan fouls off the Perkins fouls off the first pitch that he sees. The count is 0-2. 9 seconds left on the pitch clock. Blake Trinan versus Blake Perkins. And the 0-2 is inside for a ball. Shout out to you. Shout out to your dad, man. Wendy says, my mom loved Pete Rose. I got her a signed hat when I saw him promoting his book. That's really cool. 1-2 pitch and another foul ball and a 6-pitch at-bat here. Blue Jays and Mariners game will get started at 8:33. And we will have you covered for that as well. A total of 9 hits in this game and 4 runs scored. Here's the 1-2 on the way. That misses outside for ball 2. Joseph says, I've been into baseball my whole life as I've lived just 1 block from the ballpark. Wow. Richie's here. Hey, JJ, poor fielding and no bats. I didn't know the Phillies are still playing the Dodgers tonight. 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Blake Trinan goes with a sweeper that's down and in. And we're going to go to the bottom of the 7th inning. 3-1 LA. That is the score. The Dodgers are now 6 outs away from going up 3-0 against the Brewers. Kathy says, we used to camp, and he listened to the game on the radio. I live in northern Michigan now and don't get the games on TV, but I like listening to the play-by-play better. Thanks for being here. Of course, no problem. I like the whole, you know what I like about this? I like the whole sense of community. I think that's really cool. I appreciate you guys for welcoming me into your homes, your cars, your environments. I really do appreciate that, your living spaces. But I just like how we all can gather together for one thing, and that's just the love of baseball. You know, I've been trying to do more baseball content on here, and I've been trying to expand. I love my Philly Freaks. Don't get me wrong. My Philly Freaks are absolutely awesome, and they are great people. That's what we call them, with a capital P and a capital H. But I also want to get more baseball fans on this channel, too. And so that's why we've been doing the Sunday night games. We've been trying to do other stuff. We did a long charity stream this year where we were able to incorporate our Diamond Zone stream, which is basically like NFL Red Zone, but we do it for baseball. We've done a couple of 12-hour streams with that, and that was a lot of fun, including one of them, which was our charity stream that we did in honor of my brother who passed away in 2020 with a rare Jewish genetic disorder called familial dysautonomia. We did that back in September. We streamed for 25 hours over the span of 2 days, and that was really something. And I was really proud of what we were able to accomplish with that. So, but yeah, more and more baseball stuff coming. We're covering all the championship games for sure, without a doubt. And we will still be doing more baseball next year. We got the Eagles still on Sunday, and we got the Sixers coming up this year as well. We'll be following those teams. I don't know if you guys are into basketball or if you're into football, but we still do that too. When this is love the Reds since I met him that one fine day. Okay, this is, we used to go to the series Reds had with the Dodgers every August. Oof. My grandfather was blind, says Steve. He listened to the Phillies on AM radio. I grew up listening to Richie Ashburn Whitey and the great Harry Callis. Not to be biased, but to be biased, they were quite a duo. I liked Wheeler and Harry, too. I mean, I grew up with Wheeler and Harry, but Whitey and Harry were awesome. 1 ball, no strikes to Kike Hernandez. Abner Uribe still pitching, and the 1-0 is swung on and missed. So it's 1 ball and 1 strike to Kike Hernandez. 3 seconds left on the pitch clock. There's the 1-1. That ball's popped up and skied over towards the shortstop. And the catch will be made. There's out number 1. It's blind. I can't imagine that, man. Tried to get Strawberry, but he wouldn't come out of the dugout, says Kathy. What are the predictions of this game? Predictions? I mean, there's not really many more predictions that I can make. I mean, there's still baseball left to go, but I think the Dodgers have this. 1 ball, no strikes. Here's the pitch to Pages. That's low for ball 2. So first it was a slider thrown to Pages. Excuse me, that was ball 1. Uribe gets set above the belt, and now he fires ball 2. That was down and in. It was a sinker. Banda is warming up in the Dodgers' pen. 5 seconds left on the pitch clock. Here's the 2-0, and that's in there for a strike. Once this inning is done, we are going to add in the Blue Jays-Mariners game into the mix. Thank you. I appreciate that. The 2-1. That's a foul ball. Thank you. Nice job, JJ. We're almost at 8,100, baby. Let's go. The grind don't stop, man. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 1 out, bottom of the 7th. 5 seconds left on the pitch clock. The 2-2 pitch, and that misses low and outside for ball 3. It was a 1-2 count, or a 2-0 count, I should say, and now it's a full count. Andy steps out of the box. He'll take a quick step out and a quick breath. Shadows are not as much of a factor now, that's for sure. 3 balls, 2 strikes. The payoff pitch, and a cold strike, 3 at the knees on the outside corner. Abner Uribe got the call there. 1 out in the bottom of the 7th, and Murphy is going to go take the baseball away from Uribe, and that is going to result in a pitching change as Shohei Ohtani comes up, and we flip the lineup card. So we step aside, and we will be right back. All right, actually, while we are in this break, I should actually mention this. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about this Blue Jays Mariners game as we speak. Okay, so Max Scherzer is going to be taking the hill for the Toronto Blue Jays, and he will be going up against Luis Castillo for the Seattle Mariners. All right. And so we'll get a little bit more into the pitching matchup. But as far as the lineups do go, I wanted to mention that George Springer is going to be batting leadoff for the Toronto Blue Jays. And then you got Nathan Lukes batting second. He's out in left field. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. is over at first base. He's batting third. Alejandro Kirk is the catcher. He's batting fourth. Dalton Varsho out in center field. He's batting fifth. Sixth is Ernie Clement. He is over at third base. And then you got Addison Barger playing out in right field. He'll be batting seventh. Isaiah Kiner Falefa is batting eighth. He's over at second base. And then the shortstop, last but certainly not least, it'll be Andres Jimenez. So we will keep you up to date with that score as the night goes on. We will be following that game as well as this Dodgers game too. So I just wanted to throw that out there for you guys. Alrighty. Should we make this into a separate tab? I think that it's just better if we have it up here like this. Alright. And also, let's put YouTube TV on here. I'll do that right now. Mizorowski tonight, 5 innings, 9 strikeouts, 3 hits, 2 runs, 1 earned run allowed, and 1 walk as well. It appears that you are offline. Why is that? Why the heck is that? Here's Shohei Ohtani. 2 outs, bottom of the 7th, first pitch to Ohtani, swing and a miss. And so the count is 0-1. There we go. That's better. The ball is 1 strike to Shohei Ohtani. And the next pitch is down and away for ball 1. Ohtani did triple to lead off the bottom of the 1st and then scored a run on an RBI double, followed up by Mookie Betts. Here's the 1-1 pitch. That's down and away for ball 2. Jared Koenig is pitching for the Milwaukee Brewers. He's a left-handed pitcher. They brought him in specifically to face Ohtani. He has a 2.86 ERA during the regular season. 2 balls, 1 strike to Shohei. 5 seconds left on the pitch clock. Here's the 2-1 pitch to Ohtani. Swing and a miss. He got a cutter there and could not catch up to it. So again, the Mariners will have Luis Castillo on the hill. And Max Scherzer will pitch for the Toronto Blue Jays. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Koenig gets set at the belt, and the 2-2 on the way. Swing and a miss again. Shohei Ohtani could not catch up to the pitch that was in the dirt. And we're going to go to the 8th inning. It's still a 2-run lead for LA. And we will see how Bonda does do when we return to action. Okay. And so with that, again, we will announce the starting lineup for the Toronto Blue Jays. They are on their way, or about ready to be on their way right now. And after this stream is done, we will head on over to our next stream to finish out the rest of that game. So that way you guys can see it for yourself. And yeah, so that'll be cool. This is Diamond Zone, man. This is like what we did during the regular season. Sometimes we would call like 5 different games at once. It was absolutely insane. This is just 2, of course. George Springer will lead it off. Again, the lineup for the Blue Jays, it's Springer, Lukes, Vladdy Guerrero Jr., Alejandro Kirk, Dalton Varsho, Ernie Clement, Addison Barger, Isaiah Kiner Falefa, and Andres Jimenez for the Toronto Blue Jays. It is a sold-out crowd here at T-Mobile Park. Luis Castillo is on the hill. 32 starts during the regular season, an 11-8 record, 162 strikeouts, and 180 innings of work. So far in the postseason, 6 innings, just 1 hit, and no runs. Let's go, baby. Hit that thumbs up button. Max is here. What's up, Max? Max Coverage TV, how are you? Guys, make sure you go follow Max Coverage TV. If any of my mods are here, drop his link down below. He is the man. He is the myth. He is the legend. He covers the Yankees. He covers baseball postseason, and he does an absolutely terrific job. And I don't just say that. I do mean that. I'm very proud of my guy. He's trying to get to 16K subs, and I really, really want him to get there. So, all right. Well, Castillo is going to pitch. Also, we heard that Brian Wu is available out of the bullpen as well for the Mariners. As far as the Mariners lineup goes, we'll get to that right now. It'll be Randy Arozarena, Cal Raleigh, Julio Rodriguez, Jorge Polanco. He's DHing tonight, by the way. Dominic Canzone out in right field. But Polanco batting 4th, Naylor 5th, Suarez 6th, Canzone 7th, Crawford 8th, and Rivas batting in the 9 spots. Let's go. All right. So, of course, Alfonso Marquez is the home plate umpire for them. George Springer will lead things off, and once the Dodgers game is back on, we'll be calling 2 games at once. And so the first pitch to Springer, that's in there for a strike. Bryce Terang will lead things off for the Milwaukee Brewers here in the top of the 8th. And so Bonda's first pitch is in there for strike 1. It's no balls, 1 strike. Here's the 0-1 pitch to Terang. That's outside for a ball. In the Blue Jays game, Springer lines one out to left field. That's caught, and there's out number 1 for Toronto. Let's go. 1-1 pitch. There's a fly ball hit out to left field by Bryce Terang. Kike is there. He'll make the catch. There's out number 1 here in the top of the 8th inning. So Terang is retired, and so is George Springer. There we go. Emmett Sheehan is warming up in the Dodgers bullpen. 1 out, top of the 8th. And William Contreras is up. And the first pitch, he swings and misses at the slider. It's no balls, 1 strike. Another update in the other game. Nathan Lukes did just ground out over to the pitcher. And so there's 2 quick outs in the top of the first. There's the 0-1 pitch to Contreras. Fly ball hit out to right field. Teoscar backpedals towards the track. He'll make the catch. And there's 2 gone here in the top of the 8th inning. Vladdy is up for the Toronto Blue Jays. He's down in the count 0-2 against Luis Castillo. No balls, 2 strikes to Vladdy Guerrero Jr. 2 outs in the top of the first. The 0-2 to Vladdy, swinging a ground ball, hit up the middle. Shortstop Crawford has it, has to throw to first, and Vladdy, they say he's out, and I think Toronto will challenge this. I do think that they will challenge that. It looked like he may have actually had a case there. John Schneider looks for a review here, and we'll see if they will challenge. It was a skip throw over to first. He's out. Looked at the replay there. Yep, he got him. All right, so there are 3 outs there, and they will go to the bottom of the first. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes here to Christian Yelich. Bonda kicks and deals, and the pitch is outside and low for ball 2. Two balls, 2 strikes to Christian Yelich. Anthony Bonda on the mound. Gets set above the belt. Kicks, deals, swing and a miss. He struck him out. So Yelich, he's down on strikes, and we're going to go to the bottom of the 8th inning. Betts will lead it off for the Dodgers, followed up by Will Smith and Freddie Freeman. Wow. All right, so Yelich is down on strikes for the 3rd time today. He has the hat trick. For the Seattle Mariners, as they go to the bottom of the 1st inning, we'll get you their lineup right now. It'll be Randy Arozarena. You got Cal Raleigh, Julio Rodriguez, Jorge Polanco, Josh Naylor, Eugenio Suarez, Dominic Canzone, J.P. Crawford, and Leo Rivas in the lineup for the Seattle Mariners. Defensively for the Blue Jays, they got Vladdy over at first. We'll start off with the infield. Andres Jimenez at short. I meant to say Isaiah Kiner-Falefa at second base, Ernie Clement at third, and then Andres Jimenez at short. In left field, it'll be Nathan Lukes. You got Dalton Varsho in center, and then Addison Barger playing out in right field. All right. Hit that thumbs up button, folks. Hit that subscribe button as well. Once the Dodgers game is over, we will switch streams and we will head on over to Blue Jays Mariners. So make sure that you guys do follow along for that. It's 8:40 p.m. Eastern Time. Let's go. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe. We are now 21 subscribers away from 8,100. We have 170 people rocking with us, and we appreciate each and every one of you for being on here. Alrighty. Let's go. Scherzer, 17 starts during the regular season. This is his 500th career start. 85 innings, 82 strikeouts, 23 walks. He has not pitched since the end of the regular season. This guy is 41 years old. And he will pitch here in the bottom of the first. Again, once the Dodgers are back on, we'll focus primarily more on that. Rosarina takes a hack at the first pitch, and that's a swing and a miss for strike one. Randy batting 176 during the postseason. He did homer in his last game. It was later on. 0-1. Ground ball hit over to the third baseman. The short throw over to first is dug out by Vladdy. And there's out number one in the bottom of the first inning out in Seattle. Scherzer with 3,489 career strikeouts. This is his 26th postseason start. 6 with a different team. And just what a phenomenal career for him. All right, Mookie Betts is up for the Dodgers. And he will lead off the bottom of the 8th against Jared Koenig. 1 ball, no strikes, and the next pitch is down for ball 2. For the Mariners, they have Cal Raleigh up at the plate. 2 balls, no strikes to Mookie Betts. And the pitch, that's in there for a strike. Raleigh is behind in the count 0-2 to Max Scherzer. 5 seconds left on the pitch clock to Mookie Betts. The next pitch, that's a foul ball. In the Blue Jays game, Scherzer kicks and fires, and that pitch is down for a ball. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes to Cal. The 2-2 to Betts. Check swing, did he go? Yes, he did, and there's out number 1 in the bottom of the 8th. Here's the 1-2 to Raleigh. That's a foul ball again. So Betts is down on strikes for the second time tonight. And up now is Will Smith. Scherzer gets set, kicks, deals, and that's down and in for ball 2 to Cal Raleigh. Here's Will Smith for the Dodgers. He's ahead in the count 1-0. Tom, thank you so much for the sub. Nora, thank you for the sub. The 2-2 to Cal. That's down and in for ball 3. It's a full count to Cal Raleigh. Keep up with the scoreboards. 2 balls, no strikes, by the way, to Will Smith. And Koenig's next pitch is inside. That misses badly for ball 3. Speaking of ball 3, the 3-2 to Cal. That's inside for ball 4, and Raleigh does get on with a 1-out walk for Seattle. 3 balls, no strikes to Will Smith. Next pitch, that's down for ball 4, and Smith gets on with a 1-out walk here in the bottom of the 8th inning for the Dodgers. And that'll put him over at first base. Julio Rodriguez will step on up to the plate for the Seattle Mariners. And for the Dodgers, they got Freddie Freeman. Rodriguez takes ball 1. That misses down. Koenig versus the left-handed hitter, Freddie Freeman. And the first pitch that he takes a hack at is swung on and missed. It was a slider. The ball is 1 strike to Freddie. Koenig gets set and deals, and the pitch is inside for a ball. It is 2 balls, no strikes to Julio Rodriguez. And again, Cal does lead off over at first. The 2-0, that's down for ball 3, and Scherzer can't find the strike zone. Uh-oh. One ball, 1 strike to Freddie Freeman. 3 balls, no strikes to Julio Rodriguez. The 1-1 to Freddie, that's inside for ball 2. The The 3-0 to Julio. That's outside and low for ball 4. Back-to-back walks allowed by Max Scherzer. And so they have 2 base runners in the bottom of the first inning. And Jorge Polanco is up next. Two balls, 1 strike. 1 out here, bottom of the 8th, as Freeman is still batting. Polanco steps on into the box for the Seattle Mariners, and he takes down for ball 1. Scherzer has been throwing a lot of balls. Can't seem to navigate that zone. The 2-1 to Freddie, that's in there for strike 2. The 1-0 pitch to Polanco. That ball is chopped over towards the first base side. It's a foul ball. The 2-2 pitch to Freeman. Ground ball, hit over to the second baseman. The toss to second, there's 1. That's all that they're going to get. No throw made over to first. It's a 4-6 fielder's choice. Polanco's count is 1 ball, 1 strike. Raleigh at second. Rodriguez at first. The 1-1 pitch, it's a changeup at the knees for strike 2. For the Dodgers, they have Tommy Edman up at the plate. The pitch to Tommy, that is taken down for ball 1. Edman batting on the right side. One ball, no strikes to Edman. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. It is 1 ball, 1 strike to Tommy Edman. It is also 1 ball, 2 strikes to Jorge Polanco. The 1-2 on the way. There's a ground ball hit over to the shortstop. The tag to second. There's 1. The throw to first. There's 2. An inning-ending double play grounded into by Jorge Polanco. And the Mariners will go to the top of the second inning. That is a 6-3 double play. That's a big rally killer. Edman's count is 1-2 here in the Dodgers game. Jared Koenig trying to get out of the inning, and Sasaki will pitch the 9th. Edman batting on the right side. 5 seconds left on the pitch clock. And here's the 1-2. That's another foul ball. One ball, 2 strikes here. 8 seconds left on the pitch clock. Koenig gets set at the belt again and fires. And that's a cold strike, 3 at the knees. And we are going to go to the 9th inning. Sasaki will try to shut the door for the Dodgers and provide the Brewers with their backs against the wall. Vaughn, Frelick, and Durbin are due up. We'll see how they fare. All right. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up button, folks, and hit that subscribe button as well. We'll see how Sasaki does do. Still got 189 people tuning on in. We are calling 2 games at once. Guys, once this game is done, make sure that you join us for the rest of the Mariners-Jays game. Make sure that you guys tune on into that. Jets now lead 3-1 against the Flyers. Oof. Damn. It's too bad. All right. So we will switch over streams once this is done. Are we in the last inning? Which team is up to bat? It's on the scoreboard right here, man. If you see it, we're in the top of the 9th. It's 3-1 Dodgers. In the other game, it's Blue Jays Mariners. That game is in the top of the second. And again, once this Brewers Dodgers game is done, we will fully commit to that. And we will change our stream. You don't even have to go anywhere. You can just stay on here. It'll redirect you over to the very next one. That's where we will be. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe. Alejandro Kirk will lead it off for the Toronto Blue Jays here in the top of the second, and he just took ball one. Again, once the Dodgers are back on, we will primarily focus on that. The 1-0 to Kirk. He pops it up right over towards the first base side. Naylor waves off Raleigh, and he'll make the catch. And there's one gone. Dalton Varsho is now going to step on up to the plate for the Toronto, or for the Seattle Mariners, that is. Varsho, a left-handed hitter. Red batting gloves for him. And the pitch is low for a ball. Here is Roki Sasaki coming on in for the Dodgers. First pitch, it's inside for ball one. Sasaki, 6 innings in the postseason, 2 hits, 1 earned run, 5 strikeouts. He is 2 for 2 in save opportunities. The 1-0, that's outside for ball two. There's Varsho's 1-1 pitch. That ball is popped up and out of play. 2 balls, no strikes to Andrew Vaughn. Sasaki with the high leg kick, and the next pitch, and that fastball is taken down the hatch for strike one. It is 2 balls, 1 strike to Andrew Vaughn. It was 0 for 2. Sasaki gets set at the Dodgers' letters. He kicks, he deals. There's a ground ball, hit towards the left side. Betts has it, throws it on over to first. What a play by Mookie Betts! He was over towards that hole. He made a Jeter-esque type of a play, and there's 1 out here in the top of the 9th inning. A heck of an effort by Mookie Betts. Just to backhand that thing, get towards the outfield, and then just throw it off balance to get Andrew Vaughn out. And Sasaki says, thank you very much. Here's Sal Frelick, and on the first pitch, he pops it up right behind home plate, and it will go on out of play. By the way, Varsho's count is still 2-2. And he just struck out, so there's 2 outs in the top of the second out in Seattle. All right, it's 1 ball, 1 strike here to Sal Frelick. Don't forget, after this game, we are switching on over to the Toronto game. And we will have a redirect. You don't even have to go anywhere. 1-1 pitch, swing and a miss on a fastball at 99 miles per hour. Up next for the Blue Jays, they got Ernie Clement. Dodgers trying to take a 3-0 series lead. The 1-2 pitch, it's outside for ball two. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Top of the 9th, 1 away. Sasaki kicks and fires. That ball is popped up. The pitch was inside. Betts says he has it. He does, right behind the mound. There is out number 2. Okay. So there's 2 away here in the top of the 9th. Ernie Clement did single out to left field for the Toronto Blue Jays. And up to bat there is Addison Barger with 2 outs. 1 ball, no strikes to Caleb Durbin. Final out to go. The 1-0 pitch, that's in there for strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike to Caleb Durbin. Sasaki gets set at the Dodgers letters. High leg kick. And the next pitch. And there's strike 2. That's a splitter at 86 miles per hour. And the Brewers are down to their final strike. One ball, 2 strikes. Sasaki's leg kick and the next pitch. Swing and a miss. The ball game is over. And Sasaki gets save number 3. A 3-0 lead in the series for the Dodgers. And they'll be back for Game 4 to try to close it out tomorrow night. That is unbelievable. All right, so what we're going to do right now is stay on here, okay? We are going to switch on over our streams. It's going to redirect you to the Blue Jays Mariners stream, and we are going to do that right now. So if you did enjoy this play-by-play, if you came on at the end, yeah, I appreciate you guys for being on here. We got to switch now. The Blue Jays game is in a break. They're going to go to the bottom of the second out in Seattle. And we will see you very, very soon.